What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about transhumanism. Now, I talked about this topic a few times, but I actually want to touch on it and get in depth with transhumanism, to let people know that these type of things are really going on. Now, transhumanism, right, is really incorporating robotics with the human consciousness. Now, you know how they say robots don't have emotion, robots can't feel, and things of that nature. Now, that's true. Robots, they can't feel. They're not human. They don't have a soul. They don't have a pineal gland. You see what I'm saying? Now, basically, so what the government been trying to do for the longest, this is not new. You ever heard that saying, nothing is new under the sun? So basically, it's like this, right? What these what these evil reptilians are trying to do is they are trying to basically take a human conscious and put it, or better yet, trap it inside of a robot body. Now, basically, it's like this, right? They build the perfect Borg, like build a Borg, things of that nature. Like they built a perfect robot, right? And yes, robots have skin nowadays, so don't get confused. You may be walking down the street and see a robot and don't even know it. Now, uh, like I said, cyber cloning. But anyway, basically, like they build a robot, right? Let's say if they want a female robot. I mean, I said female robot. What the fuck? Let's say they want a female robot or a male robot, right? They gonna build it, you know what I'm saying? Make it look nice, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever color, you know what I'm saying? Whatever ethnicity you want it to be or however they want it to be, they gonna build it. And let's say, right, they, cause like when people sell their soul or whatever, that shit is actually real. So let's say the people that sold their soul, like it could be a random motherfucker. They take that person conscious, they soul, whatever you want to call it, and they put it in a robot somehow. Like they download their conscience into the robot's database, and that robot becomes alive. It starts to feel. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have a heart, but it has a human conscience from an actual real human that sold his soul. So that soul is damned. You know what I'm saying, for eternity. So that's where the transhumanism come in. You know what I'm saying? They download that human conscience into that robot, which is transhumanism. Now you have these robots who are walking around like real humans. You know what I'm saying? They can talk, they can speak, they can play sports, real talk. They can work jobs. They could do all that. You know what I'm saying? And they're better than regular robots because they have a human conscience. So they know that if they do something wrong, they know they're going to get in trouble for it. They know if they do something right, they're going to get rewarded. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a human conscience. They just have a robot body. Basically, what they want to do with this is, like, they basically want to detach our souls from our human bodies and put it on robot bodies, okay? Because that is a part of the mark of the beast, too. You know what I'm saying? Letting somebody put robotic features on your body, basically destroying your temple. You see what I'm saying? Now, some people think this is cool. Like, they think cyborg is cool, you know what I'm saying? But really, that's not cool because that's really being soulless, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said this before, like the movie Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a transhumanism robot in that movie. You see what I'm saying? Like the movie I, Robot. Will Smith was trying to tell you that they are doing this transhumanism. You know what I'm saying? Making robots walk around like they're humans and being alive and taking humans and mixing them with robots and shit to create a super army. You see what I'm saying? Because they know if they was to turn everybody like spiritually into superhumans, that it wouldn't be pretty. You see what I'm saying? But basically, it's like this, right? Like Mortal Kombat, right? You know the dude Kano who got the laser eye. See, a lot of people don't even know that he's a transhumanism robot. You know what I'm saying? Just like, hold on, I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet. Just like Cyrex, I think that's his name. And what's the other dude? The red dude name? Forget his name. But they robot. Cyrex is the yellow robot. He's really a melanated guy with dreads and shit. But he's with the Lin Kuei, which is Sub-Zero clan. You see what I'm saying? Whole time people don't even know that he's a transhumanism robot. You know what I'm saying? He's a human. They did experiments on him to turn him half human, half robot. So whenever he wants to, he can boom, turn into a robot. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think that's a suit, but it's really not a suit. You know what I'm saying? That is incorporated into his DNA. You see what I'm saying? You have to like go back into real Mortal Kombat history. And the other dude, who a robot just like him. I forgot his fucking name, but he's like either a Caucasian guy or an Asian guy because he looks kind of Asian in the game. But he's a transhumanism robot too, and I think he's with Scorpion Clan. I'm not for sure though. And they transhumanism robots. They did experiments on these people to make them, you know what I'm saying, for their soul to be eternally ill. You see what I'm saying? They turn them half robot, half man. You see what I'm saying? They showing this stuff to you. Transhumanism. They trying to tell you that they trying to take human bodies and replace them with cybernetic parts. You see what I'm saying? So they can have transhumanism super soldiers and shit like this, right? Like the guy Kano who has the laser eye. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what happened to his eye. He was fighting somebody and they took his eye out and they had to replace it with some cybernetic robot parts. You see what I'm saying? Which is thus turning him into half man, half robot. You see what I'm saying? So these games and these movies are telling you that this shit is happening, it's been happening, but like if you really into sci-fi, I forgot what this movie called as well. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it in a while, but it's like this robot they was working on, and he looked human, but you could tell he kind of robot. If your perception, how you could tell he's a robot, cause how he walk all stiff and turn like a robot and shit like that. But he looks human. You see, and basically that's what they're trying to do to the world. They're trying to take the real humans with souls and turn them into robots that look like humans, so people won't feel emotion. They just be obedient and do what they're told. That's what they're really trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Population control. That shit is real. They're really trying to control people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have human, half robot, they got control over you, motherfucker. They came up with the script, as in like the coding in your half robot. Like you know how they make a robot, they code it and program it to do certain things. But if it's half human, half robot, of course you're gonna be able to do things that a human will because you have human, but half robot, they can control your thoughts because they program that robot or them cybernetic parts to do certain things. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about population control and mind control.